So our event sponsors, Phil Haven, the Hershey Company, Northwest Savings Bank, and Dr. Albert and Virginia Alley. Let's give them a hand. I want to acknowledge our event contributors. So first of all, Bethel Point for donating the wonderful facility tonight. Thank you. E&E Beverage, who supported us by donating all of the drinks that you're enjoying this evening. Sound Advantage, who've donated the sound system that we're using this evening. Angie D'Angelo and Cap Advertising, who are providing all of the photography for this evening. And finally, Blue Heron Flowers, who donated all of the flowers that are part of tonight's festivities. And then lastly, we'd like to acknowledge Lee Moyer and John Leffler for the terrific Gentlemen of Jazz for the music they provided this evening. Thank you. Now, a note, you know, the hot air balloon was out there when you came in. I'm sure you all saw it. It'd be hard-pressed to miss it, right? Every year. So the contributions that you're making to the campaign help those agencies make the difference that they make. And we have some terrific agencies, some well-run agencies in our community that make a difference. But this year's theme is really about the notion of generations. When you have 1 in 3 people in the community who benefit from the services of United Way and its agencies, we're really all working together towards a common goal. His name is Christian Stahl. Christian's a junior at Elko High School, has been a United Way volunteer for our Day of Caring and at the YMCA, which is one of our terrific United Way partners.
Hello, my name is Christian Stahl. I'm 16 and I'm currently a junior at Elko High School. I live in Newmanstown with my mother Jocelyn, my father Jeremy, and my sister Johanna. I'm involved at a number of clubs at Elko. I'm an officer at the FBLA club. I'm also in class council. I play tennis. I'm on the golf team, and I'm also on the quiz bowl team. Earlier this year, Elko sent me to the Hobie Youth Leadership Conference to represent our school, and I'm a student mentor in the Elko Link Crew. Link Crew is a newly developed program at Elko. This is actually its first year. It's where upperclassmen mentor and tutor incoming freshmen to ease the transition from middle school to high school. I enjoy giving back to my community. Like Sean said, I formed a team of my friends for the United Way Day of Caring. We weeded and gardened at the Oak Terrace in Lebanon, and it was just really rewarding when the residents came out and thanked us personally, and that just like really made me feel good about myself. I'm very excited about taking my efforts to the global scale this year with a trip to the Dominican Republic with Mr. Montijo, Dr. Ali, and the Interact Club of Lebanon. This trip is with Dr. Ali's World Blindness Outreach, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm in charge of a newly developed charity where I'm leading the first annual Lebanon County Project for the Needy. Our goal this year is to distribute 100 grocery bags with all of the Christmas meal fixings. That includes turkey, gravy, corn, all of that. This will be held Christmas Eve at the depot of the YMCA of Lebanon. I kind of felt the need to do this charity because I found out that 1/3 of Lebanon City is impoverished, which is almost double the state average. I got the idea for the Lebanon Project for the Needy because ever since I was 6, I volunteered at the Lancaster County Project for the Needy, which is a very successful nonprofit. And for 20+ years, they've been distributing thousands of meals to needy families. I really saw at a very young age, like my parents would make me get up at 6 in the morning, and I was like, seriously, I don't have school, like I want to sleep in. But like it really, like going there at 6 and seeing long lines of 1,000+ people, and I'm bundled up like 3-4 layers of clothing, and they're just wearing like a light jacket, and it's like 15 degrees outside. That really shows that there's actually like a need there. Like I'm blessed, and I just like giving back, and it makes me feel good and spreads the Christmas spirit. Recently I joined the board of directors for the Lancaster County Project for the Needy, and through that, Lebanon County Project for the Needy became a subsidiary of the Lancaster Project for the Needy. Right now, the Lebanon Project is actively raising money and spreading awareness of our efforts in the community. Feel free to like our Facebook page for updates on the project. It's called Lebanon County Project for the Needy. I'm grateful for the YMCA for letting us use their depot and all of our donors, and also the Lebanon School District for helping identify families in need. That's a big help. If you would like to donate to our project after the kickoff, I would love to speak to you. Thank you very much.
It's interesting standing here as the grandmother of someone who just gave such a nice speech. Although, you know, at 49, anyway. I live in Newmanstown as well, in the Newmanstown area with my husband John, and we have 3 grown children, grown married children, and 7 grandchildren. Christian and his sister Johanna are here, and 2 of the oldest. As a youth, I enjoyed many things in the Myerstown area where I grew up. And as I grew to womanhood, it became clear to me that the things that make a community, the swimming pool that was run by the Myerstown Lions Club, the street fairs organized by all the civic groups in those days, and the vacation Bible schools all occurred and were available to me because someone gave of their time, their talent, and their treasure. My father, who was a lifelong, devoted and active member of the Myerstown Lions Club, set the tone in my early life as a volunteer. As a kid, he encouraged me. In the development where we lived, I sold seeds, magazines, greeting cards, Girl Scout cookies. I collected for the American Red Cross and the Red Feather campaigns. Remember those? When the neighbors saw me coming, they either got out their wallets or they hid. So it wasn't a far leap for me as an adult to find myself active in community service. I've enjoyed my time serving on various boards, including the Lebanon United Way. I consider myself extremely lucky in that my children are following in that mode of service, stepping up when they're needed for a variety of issues or causes, things that come to their attention. And I'm very proud that now also Christian, one of my oldest grandchildren, has chosen to dedicate some of his energies to expanding a worthwhile cause. Many years ago, I was in a very bad car accident, and I was fortunate enough to have been spared. My youngest child was then 12, and as one does in those cases, I questioned the meaning of life. Why was I saved? My key takeaway from that time was twofold. That there was more I was meant to do on this earth, and that one of the most important things, one of the most important roles of each generation is to grow, if you will, the next generation of the world's citizens and community servants and leaders. I'd also like to recommend to you that you do your best to pass on your passion for helping to make a difference in your community. Thank you.
A few remarks about this year's campaign theme, which is Lead the Way, Generations Live United. When the community joins together for a common good, we lead the way to a stronger Lebanon County. When volunteers go into the community and make connections, people learn how they can support a better place to live, work, and play. I believe we all want to see a stronger Lebanon County, and I believe we can achieve that by working together. This is our United Way campaign cabinet this year. This group of volunteers has made a commitment to helping the organization achieve its fundraising goal by reaching out to businesses in our community. By strengthening these community partnerships, this group truly is leading the way to a better Lebanon. Let's please give these guys a big thank you, and if you would step out a little further so everyone can see it. I'm so grateful for what you're doing this year for this campaign, and this team will achieve our goal, which we'll talk about in a moment. Any donor this year that's going to be giving at a $2 level, and that would be $104 annual, is going to be entered for one drawing and a chance to win one of the following, and it will be their choice: a $10,000 shopping spree at Boscov's, $10,000 in groceries from Giant Foods, $10,000 cash from Fulton Bank, or a brand new Harley Davidson from White's Harley Davidson and Iron Valley Harley Davidson. Please give these folks a huge round of applause for that. We will also have a brand new car this year. So one lucky donor who's giving at least a $5 per week level or $260 annual pledge will receive a drawing for to win the brand new car, as well as the other prize incentives. Now this car is being provided in partnership with Ebersol Honda, Sioka Hyundai, Click Lewis Chevrolet, Keller Brothers Ford, and Ladd Hanford. Please, I do also want to mention Members First and the iPad that is also available in the drawing that we'll announce at the Victory Celebration. Please give a round of applause for Members First and their participation. If this community is going to continue to strengthen, it is going to be because generations live united. We truly need everyone's participation. We heard a story about a father and son who worked together here locally and had pledged their support for the United Way at a leadership level. Herb Sr. and Herb Jr. both said they believe in paying it forward and setting a good example for Ayana and Carmia, their daughters. When we saw the picture of their family and the generations of influence that this will have, we knew that that picture belonged on the cover of our brochure, and that is the family on the cover of this year's United Way brochure. This is a father and son setting an example, two generations setting an example for years and years to come. Also am going to announce this year's campaign goal. We have made a slight increase over last year, and this year's goal is $1.85 million.
Of leadership in this community. And I ask that everybody here support the young, driven, committed new generation of volunteers that are going to help us succeed in our goal this year. So thank you, Campaign Chair, Cabinet.